Morning, everybody. You know what I'm going to say? It's another beautiful day here in the Philippines. Absolutely gorgeous. It rained so hard last night. It was unreal. The rain came on early yesterday, evening time, right just about dark. It started coming, these heavy downpours. It let up 15-20 minutes. It come back again. I mean, just beating down rain. And this continued on all through the night. Because I'm trying to work off of a cell phone for internet right now, I had to get up where there's signal. And so getting up high in the air somewhere so I can get signal has been important. I can't pick up any signal, nor can Mel downstairs down there at the garage apartment if you're on a cell phone. So the higher we can get, the better. Well, can't get up on the roof deck because, like I say, it's pouring down rain. But I could get in here where we cleared out the master bedroom. So because of that, I left this desk and left the computers here last night when I went on the bed and was letting it continue to try to upload. Then Mel made me paranoid. She goes, I've been watching to make sure that there wasn't no drips through the concrete anywhere, you know, because we haven't put a sealer yet. And then Melinda, she put that paranoia on me. Babe, your laptops, you know, this is at 1:30 in the morning. Maybe they're gonna be damaged up there. It's blowing rain so hard, which there is a window opening right here. But there's an overhang. You know, that's why I put those canopies, concrete canopies up here. But still, blowing rain is blowing rain. I'm like, you're right. I was just so tired. I come up here at 1:30 a.m. in the rain. It drenched me. You know, you're talking about waking you back up, you know, getting out in that cold rain in the middle of the morning hours. I come up here, it was bone dry. Now, that's a good sign, right? It was all dry. I'm like, woohoo. But I did go ahead and I brought something up here with me and covered up my equipment. I was just so tired. It was that point, you know, you just almost don't care. You just, okay. Yeah. Well, today we are just in a hustle. It's about 8:30 in the morning. I was here chomping at the bit, as that one old boy said. What do you expect me to say as a Texan? Expect you to say chomping at the bit? So I was up here chomping at the bit, ready to get going for work this morning. And when the guys got here, I'm like, I need you doing this, I need you doing this, I need you over here doing this, I need you group of people up here doing this. And man, no arguments, everybody is hustling. And what they're doing is removing out plywood, mining wood that we need for upstairs. Let me show you. So we are on a mining operation in here. And talking about wet. Now over here in the living room, of course, there's wide open to the world right there in this foyer. That's what we're building above right now. So it was just like a waterfall and stream going through here and going out the back door. Yes, it was a mess. And we got a mess in here tearing all this out. They are getting after it. I'm gonna come around, step in here from the dining room side. You can see from this direction. That's where the bar top will be. So they're stripping out over in the kitchen. In fact, Joel's right up there where the vent hood will be. Joel's in the kitchen. Refrigerator right there, countertops, stove in the middle, vent hood, countertops, bar top. It's gonna be rocking on. So right now, if they can get this room stripped out, we can mine 1, 2, 3, 4 sheets of plywood there, 5. They already pulled one off the wall. Here it is, 6. And we need that upstairs greatly right now. We're keeping all the beams supported, as you see. This is pretty thick, and these are real close grid on the steel. Plus, we use high PSI concrete, and it's not a very wide span between the beams, so we're not worried about it at all. Just like all this floor down below, I didn't leave it sitting for no month and all of that. When you meet certain criteria, it doesn't have to be that long. That's all I'm gonna say. And I have a plethora of bamboo left around here. Knew I would, but I do have a plethora of bamboo. We got one big old pile right down there. We got another pile over here in the yard. At the front side of the house, on the lot over there, there's another big pile. And we're still pulling more. I gave some of it away already. I separated one stack and I gave it to our subdivision caretaker. He had some projects that he wanted some bamboo for. I said, heck yeah, JR, come on, man. No problem at all. And he was kind of being shy. Can I get just these few pieces? But I see him looking over some other. I said, JR, you can get some of this other over here too. Just get it. If you got a good use for it, just get it. I'm gonna keep some. I've got some for my own use as well. I'll show that in an upcoming video. And then on towards the end, I'm gonna also the workers here, see if any of them need any of it. Especially my family and like Joel and all. It's just my experience for them. Sometimes they kind of like, one person thinks they should just grab it all. They go into like a shark feeding frenzy over that stuff. Whoa, slow down, slow down, slow down. But it's all gonna get made good use of. If I bought or rented scaffolding, you don't get nothing back out of your scaffolding. You can't, when you rent, you can't give nothing back. You can't give anything back, you know. You give them their scaffolding back and your money's gone. So at least with this bamboo, we can get some use out of it. Friends, neighbors, workers, family can get use out of it. And then your money's just not all gone to just one place for a rental. And in that rental, you're liable for the damage and the parts come up missing, anything else to their scaffolding. So then metal scaffolding, I bought all that GI pipe and clamps. Then I would just have to try to sell it and deal with somebody haggling with me and all that. Ain't interested in that either. So I have no regrets going the bamboo way versus the scaffolding. Personally, for myself, if I was a commercial builder and I'm going to be using this again and again and again, yeah, I would have bought the bolt together scaffolding with the GI pipe and the clamps that go on there, without a doubt. Then show you guys something, see if I can zoom in on it. You see out there on the water, that's a pretty good size boat right there. I'd say that thing's probably at least maybe 60 foot long. Fishing boat. You see that boom coming out the back and all too. And I bet you they're dragging a net or something right now. It's got like a little scout boat running out in front of it too, running tandem there with it. And we're getting more and more of those up in these waters right here. We used to never have any boats like that come up here dragging in these waters. And I tell you, if there's any coral or anything, they're getting in it, they're destroying it. They don't care. They'll rip up their nets and just repair them. It's like no stone is left unturned. There's not a morsel of anything left behind. It is so sad. Yep. So sad. Let's look at that water. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. If I didn't have to go back to Texas because being smart, responsible person, and I got business and cattle and responsibilities that we're still have, we ain't got rid of yet, well, I'd be more than happy just staying right here. I Love it here.
No? Tigib mo din.
He's making stirrups for another beam up here in the front. It goes up there between those two round columns, connect them across up at the top. And they said we have no more 10mm. I tell you, I'm being a miser right now. I guess I always have been, but I'm being a miser. Steel prices shot up. Anything I can avoid buying right now, I'm gonna avoid. When one stick of 10mm jumped up an additional 42 pesos in like 2 or 3 days, you know, that's almost $1 additional per stick. I'm gonna hold off. So they had steel down here where they had made too many of the wrong stirrups, made mistakes. You know, things happen right on a build, things happen. And they had some stirrups and stuff down there that were large and the dimension was wrong. We had some stirrups where we had reduced the size of some columns up there and all. Man, I said, y'all grab that, straighten that back out. They know how to do it well with a mallet, man. Especially 10mm, it's pretty easy. Straighten it back out, and let's use those for these small stirrups we're making for that small beam. Because right now, I don't want a bunch of material just laying around, and money saved is money saved. So, while I'm in the truck here right now, waiting for Melinda. Whew, it's hot in here, I need to start it. Up there you see Ambin, June and all, right at my fingertip across there. They're about to put steel across for a beam and form that up. Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is now in the afternoon, late in the afternoon. It's almost the end of a work day. And we still have no internet. And now I guess the phone companies got wise and cut back the service to everyone on that as well, or either everybody has jumped so heavy on their phones because the whole area out of internet, so it's rendered pretty much useless too. So I'm going to be delayed on getting videos out. Sorry for that. Yeah, it worked a little bit trying to use the phone, but that ended. Well, meanwhile, I'm going to walk you through and show you what all's been going on. You're going to be like, wow. I'm telling you are. In the master bedroom, I've started skim coating out around the windows just a little bit, getting some base layers in, and then I'll sand that off and get it smoothed up. But kind of hitting where some places was chipped and off, just going around hitting the worst, roughest places in here, and then I'll come back and sand those. And this here is where we leveled out a place on a wall before, and I'm working it as well. So that's what I've been up here doing, is doing a little prep work here on the walls. Now I got my big grinder up here, and I'm gonna bring my computers and everything out of here where I've been just sitting and chilling, and cover up good, and I'm gonna hit it hard with this grinder here. So that's what's going on there. Now let me take you to the next spot. So here we are, about to walk into the living room, dining room, kitchen. Booyah! Check that out. Check it out. Just look at that. Look at that. Of course, we're going to leave the beams resting a lot longer. So everywhere the beams have still got support and forms on them. But check that out. It is emptied out. And you see the daylight popping through the holes. We haven't filled them yet. I told them don't fill them yet, honestly. This house, if it sweats and stuff while we're gone, if I get the glass doors in before we leave, I actually want it to breathe through those holes, believe it or not. I really, until we're ready to finish it, I want it to be able to breathe through there. There's a lot of humidity in here from the work and in the concrete. So yeah, I told them, do not close those holes up. Do not. But check that out, check it out. Here is where the kitchen will be. Yeah, right there. Got my little memory from my wife right there. James Loves Mel 2021. Yep. Coming up here into the front bedroom. And man, look how nice that ceiling come out. Isn't that just beautiful? Boxes all in there. Looking very, very nice. Here's its big front window looking out the front street at the houses and all there. Same thing like you've seen down before. Second verse the same as the first. They are knocking it out. They had a mess up here with lumber earlier today. It was all every assortment and size and length and plywood all combined and stacked into it. Looked like a tornado had hit. And I made them break down through it and organize it. You know the way I like things. So it's organized by type, length, and all and what we need. And they're still breaking some wood apart here. Getting the nails, you see just nails galore. They're getting them separated up. Nothing goes to waste. Let's go down the other side here. You can walk across up here on the roof deck. Got plywood up here. We're getting staged for the roof deck up there and the walls we're doing. Some wood that we've been using for beams. We don't have a whole lot longer here, but we are knocking it out to the last minute. I mean, we might literally pour that roof deck and get on an airplane. That is no joke. I see Melinda out there on the beach coming back from her mama's right now. She's walking around the water. Show off. They're getting the beam up here on this. Well, let me say that again. They're getting the form on this little beam across here. Repurposed some old ones and built that across there. Yesterday evening, about the same time, we knocked out the last minute a new little ladder for going up the front here. This is without a doubt an amazing place. You know, somebody told me, I think it was Tom, he said, you know, don't try to downplay your house, you know, don't try to downplay it. You know, you don't owe anybody an explanation. It's your house and all. I guess I just try not to be braggadocious or anything like that, you know, like, oh, look at me and all that. I am proud of this house. I am super proud of it. And it is not small. You know, if you just wanted to put into the base square feet, that's what I did. But I did, when I put that figure out there of 2,100 square feet, but that don't include all the footage in the foyer, and that don't include all the garage footage for a 3-car garage, and that don't include the what you would call that, they call it porte-cochere or something like that, the parking in underneath the front of the house there, underneath the front balcony. It don't include that either, you know, and it don't include the storage underneath stairwells and all of this, and then you got to think it's got a whole big, huge, usable roof deck. I mean, how many houses have that, you know? And then you've got a wraparound veranda on the house that, I mean, wraps around for 2.5 sides. Yeah, almost full 3 sides. Pretty close does, because it's got one on that front little bedroom too. So you add in all of that, and you can even still go up here on top of this up here. It's going to be a pretty nice area for sitting itself. I'll probably put some type of utility like staircase up here, not a concrete one. I'll probably do like a metal or wood or something like that. I don't know. I might have a metal one done. We'll see. I'll put a little staircase out up here. I might put a spiral staircase out here. That's kind of what I'm thinking about. And it's a house. I mean, it ain't just your little old cookie cutter home. It's got a lot of architectural design in it, and that is the key thing. It has got a lot of architectural design. I put a lot of thought into this house, and I am proud of it, man. I am just grinning like a possum. I am proud of my accomplishment. I mean, I am. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for giving me the opportunity to do this in my life. Thank you, Lord, for all of the blessings. You all take care.